Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, hasn't it? So I had a baby in April, so I really didn't do a lot of cooking and certainly didn't have motivation to do videos while I was pregnant during COVID and immediately postpartum. So now I'm about 8 weeks postpartum, definitely got more energy and starting to get back in the kitchen. So I'd love to share with you some of the recipes that I'm making. So today is Tuesday. Yesterday we just kind of had leftovers, went grocery shopping today, or did grocery pickup, and I'm gonna start on a week of meals on this Tuesday. So I'll take you along with me. So this night I am making some barbecue chicken. Typically I've made this in the crock pot and you can put it on buns and make really good barbecue chicken sandwiches, but I ran out of time, so I'm making it in the oven. I'm just mixing up here a rub, so that was brown sugar and then some spices like smoked paprika, cumin, chili powder, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder, onion powder, those types of things. So I just cut the chicken up into smaller pieces and rubbed in the spice rub. So while I have this chicken out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some of it for tomorrow's meal or a meal later in the week, which is gonna be chicken enchiladas. So I want this to be seasoned with taco seasoning. So I will get the taco seasoning out, running low, but I do have a backup. So I'll probably need my second taco seasoning, yay for Sam's Club. And I also like to add ranch seasoning to anything taco, not a ton, but a little bit if I have it. It adds a little bit of a zestiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, and I just figured while I have the oven on and while this is ready, I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this now so that I have cooked chicken ready to go. That way when I go to make the enchiladas, this is already cooked and it's already in pieces and I can just stuff it into the tortillas. So I'm gonna just pop this in the oven as well for the next night, and this will be ready to go for me, cooked. So now transitioning back to the barbecue chicken dinner, here I am making some coleslaw. So I just make up the sauce with mayonnaise, vinegar, sugar, and celery salt, and then black pepper. All right, so the two chicken variations came out of the oven. I cooked them for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe. These were cut thin and this was just pieces cut up, so they cooked pretty quickly. What I want to do here is take these out and put in the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then they'll go on some buns with coleslaw, and that'll be our dinner. All right, here's the spread. We've got the barbecue chicken. I just popped that under the broiler to reheat it a little bit. Dave's Killer Bread buns to go with it. Bread and butter chip pickles. There's a few left in there that we like on our sandwiches. And then coleslaw, I like to put that on the sandwich. Some people like it on the side. You'll see it wilted. I didn't take any out of it. It was super full when I was mixing it, but it wilts down with the sauce, with the dressing. And cut up some strawberries for a side. So that's gonna be our dinner tonight. This next night for dinner, we are making shrimp tacos. So I'm starting out with these pre-made butterfly shrimp. This is just a bit of a shortcut to help you out if you are short on time. And I just add taco seasoning to this and shake it up, cook it on a pan, and there's our shrimp ready for tacos. So come along with me as I make this dish. right, so those shrimp went into the oven, and now I am making a cilantro lime slaw. So this is just the second half of the bag of that coleslaw I used the night before. And I'm just adding some lime juice, and I did have a lemon, so I just wanted to use that up as well. And some cut up cilantro that was kind of on its last leg, but I was able to salvage it for this recipe. And I added some of that cilantro lime seasoning, and that was pretty much it. And I just let it sit there. Here I am removing the tails from the butterfly shrimp, so just FYI, if you are going to use popcorn shrimp for this, make sure there's no tails. And here's our tortilla land tortillas. These are our favorite tortillas. If you've ever seen any type of raw tortilla, they are so worth it. It's a little bit of extra work to cook them up, but they really elevate your taco night. You guys saw me cook up last night. Here are the finished plates, just really simple with those tortillas we cooked up, the shrimp and the coleslaw. I also added this salsa verde sauce. It's a little bit spicy, but tangy and really good. So we enjoyed this dinner quite a lot, and it was super simple. Hey folks, it's another dinner night. So I'm gonna start working on dinner. I'm gonna make enchiladas and a corn salad. So this is the chicken that I cooked the other night. That is just all ready to go with that chicken. And the tortillas that I cooked up. So I only have 6 tortillas left, so we're gonna make 6 enchiladas. A couple other things for the enchiladas. This is the salsa that I got from Kroger that I want to use like as the enchilada sauce. And I also have this that I need to use up, the salsa verde, so thought that would kind of match. And I have refried beans if I want to put them in, but I'm thinking I don't need them since I'm only making 6. I might still use them. I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. But then I've got cheese, Mexican cheese, and if I run out, I've got some sharp cheddar I can shred up. And then a side dish I want to do is like a corn and bean salad. So I've got to deal with this corn. The outside's not looking so great, but I promise it's not that old. And some tomatoes I'll cut up, cilantro, a can of black beans, and then I don't have lime, but I have lemons, so that will work for the acidic element. So that's what we're gonna have. I have tortilla chips to serve alongside as well, and also lettuce if we want that on the side of our enchiladas. So I'm gonna get started here and take you along with me. Alright guys, I got derailed a little bit for about 30 minutes and we have a little guest with us. So I'm going to continue working now on cleaning up, but the enchiladas have been in the oven for, I don't know, like 20 minutes now. So they're probably almost done, and I haven't even gotten to the side dish that I'm making. So like I said, a little bit behind, but we're going to get it done. All right, and here's the dinner out of the oven. The enchiladas came out. I did broil a little bit of the top, but I didn't want it to go too far, and then I burnt it. The corn and bean salad. I've also got here some shredded iceberg lettuce. It's kind of on its way out the door, but try to finish it up, as well as some chips to go with the corn and beans. So that's pretty much it for dinner tonight. All right, we are prepping for another night of dinner. I'm gonna be making chicken on a salad. This is some kale. This is some kale that I washed and prepped the other day, and it's just in this sealed Ziploc bag that I squeezed all the air out of. That's why it looks super compressed. So we're gonna do kale salad. I'm gonna do like Caesar style with the dressing. And then I've got chicken here I'm gonna grill up with this garlic parmesan dressing. So this is chicken breast tenderloins, and I'm just gonna grill that up and put that on a salad. All right, I am prepping dinner. It's just before noon, but I have some free time while the baby is asleep, and I do have to run an errand and leave here right at 12:30. So I just wanted to prep some things. I'm gonna be making jambalaya tonight. So I have celery, bell pepper, and onion that I need to cut up. This I cut up a while ago, so I need to make sure see if it's still good. Same with the celery. I bought this $6.22. I think it's only $6.21 today, so I think it's fine, but it's been in water, and I don't know. It just seemed funky to me to let it sit around, and I bought it for my husband to snack on like last week, but he has not touched it, so cutting that up. And then these onions have been in my cupboard since March, and I know that for a fact, and it is the end of June, so I need to cut them up before they get funky. So I'm just gonna chop up all this stuff, freeze what I don't need, and then use what I need for tonight's dinner. All right, so I got that finished. It's now 12:08, and I started this about 11:56. So that took me just over 10 minutes to do all that. And I got through the pepper, the orange pepper, the green pepper, the celery, and one big ol' onion. And I need to get this put up, and I need to get going on to my next thing. I have to take the car in today to get the oil changed, and I have to take the baby with me, and she pooped the car seat this morning, and I had to wash it and all that good stuff. So fun times with the little newborn. So you will see this later tonight when I make the jambalaya. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It is 6:09, and I am getting started. You remember the vegetables we cut up earlier? It was so full I had to put a rubber band on it. So those are ready for us, and I pulled out other ingredients that I'm going to need. The andouille sausage, which is the primary protein in it. Basically, I'm going to make something similar to the picture. Also, some people add chicken into it. This is a piece of chicken that I cooked up for the salads the other night. I have one piece left, so I'm gonna chop it up. So I'm just gonna chop it up and put it in there. Obviously, if you had more chicken or even, you know, raw chicken and had like 2 chicken breasts, that would be great to add to it. I don't, I just have that literally one small piece of chicken. I also have seen people add red beans to it, like red kidney beans. I have half of a can of black beans left over from when I made that corned bean salsa, just Ziploc bag of beans. So I'm going to use those up in this. So I'm really only adding in like very minimal extras other than this sausage. So you really don't have to do it at all. You could just do the sausage. If I had shrimp, I would throw some shrimp in, but I don't. So we're going to keep it simple like that. And then other things to add in: tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, and then rice. I've got my white rice over here. And then Tony's Creole seasoning, any type of Creole or Cajun seasoning that you have. I'm gonna go light on this. It's kind of spicy and salty if you use a ton of it. So I'll probably add in other seasonings like oregano and thyme to kind of round out the flavor profile. And then of course oil to saute in, and I think that's about it. So I will go ahead and get a pot going and get everything put together. Okay, it has been simmering about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and check on it. Ooh, I think it's done. Ooh, I'm glad I added 3/4 of a cup of rice. I think half a cup would not have been enough, so. That is looking delish. I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna taste it for seasonings and adjust from there. So I turned it all the way to low, FYI. And then I also cut up this pineapple.
Hey, you told me that already.
So we're gonna have pineapple along with as the side. I'm getting dinner started here. So I've got some pork chops. I'm gonna season those with this garlic parmesan seasoning and roast those up in the oven. Other things in the oven I'll do are these sliced mushrooms and broccoli florets and these garbanzo beans. I'm gonna roast those up till they're crispy. It's kind of just a fun garnish to add on top of things, and I like them. And I'll season those with ranch. And then I also will have some quinoa. I will boil up and toss it with this Marie's white balsamic shallot vinaigrette. So that'll be a side dish meat, and then this can kind of like go on top. Or you could make a bowl, which is probably what I'll do and how I'll eat it. So that can be eaten a couple different ways depending on who's eating it. So I will cook this up and take you along with me. Alright, here's everything out of the oven. The pork chops cooked up pretty quickly. Mushrooms and the chickpeas roasted up. Those both probably could have gone and stayed in longer, but they're fine as is. And the broccoli roasted up pretty well. So we've got some roasted edges, but it's not cooked to death. And then our quinoa there, I did add that vinaigrette as well as salt and pepper and some lemon juice. So that's gonna be our dinner for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on this week of What's for Dinner, and I hope you'll stop by for more videos. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.